Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Brutus, and in today's video I'll be doing a farming guide part 2, because the previous video that I have done, it did get a lot of views and a lot of likes, and I'm feeling I should not redo but just do an extended version of that one, because there was unconfirmed myths about the gardens and also questions people asked me about the gardens, etc. So I will be redoing the gardens and helping you guys out with that, with the gardening or the farming in Stranded Deep, PS4 and Xbox One. So the requirements that you'll need is one of these crude hoes, and it is I'm going to call it the farming tool. To make one of these bad boys, you will need the following. Let me just get it up for you guys. Just scroll down here. But remember, you need a certain craftsmanship level, but it's not that high. You can easily unlock it. So the crude hoe, it requires a one lashing that you can get from 3 fibrous leaves. It is 1 stick and one of the stone tools. Okay, so the stone tool, what you need to make a stone tool is just 1 simple rock, and that you can use to craft the crude hoe, and this is the item you'll need to craft your plots. So let's get started with the first, second and third plots. I'll be doing all 3 of these plots. So it'll be a wooden plot, a wooden farming plot, blank farming plot and a corrugated farming plot. So to build the wood one, you need 1 lashing and 4 sticks. So to get lashing, you can get them from a yucca plant. There's 1 fibrous leaf to there's 3 fibrous leaves and 4 fibrous leaves, and you just put that away. And you need sticks as well, so I'll just use a trunk and quickly get myself 4 sticks. So there we go, there's 4 sticks, and that's it for the first farm plot. I'm just gonna need to drop some of these boxes to get more inventory space. Okay, so that's to build the first one. I'm gonna go through that again. I'm gonna show you guys, and you'll need 2 corrugated scrap and also 2 wooden planks to build one of the other plots on their own, separate as well. Okay, so let's get started with I would say the worst plot in the game. That would be the just a normal well, it's not here for some reason. Oh yeah, because I need to craft lashing first. Lashing you can just get from fibrous leaves. Now I can craft the wooden farming plot. So this, you can place it on a lot of different places, but this is the wooden farming plot, and to craft that you'll just need, as I said, 1 lashing and 4 sticks. And now let's go to the second best one, is the plank farm, or the plank farming plot. Place that down, and now we'll be going on to the corrugated farming plot. So there we go. Once you've placed that, you don't need the farming tool anymore. You can just drop it near the farms before you want to remove a plant. But first of all, I'll just be using the one plot. Yeah, well no, I'll just use all 3 and plant potatoes. Okay, so you'll need this plots just like that. This one is the worst because you can only take 4 water slots, but this can each take, I think it is 8 water slots. Both of them can take 8 water slots, so it will last longer before drying out and killing the plant eventually. But here is a wooden farm plot. So to plant the potatoes, you can use spoiled potatoes. As you can see, mine is spoiled, but you can use spoiled potatoes, or you can use normal potatoes before it's spoiled. So you're just holding hand and hold square on the plot, and it will place it down just like that. You'll see a bunch of flies just flying around there, but it's okay. So that's how it will start off, just a small one like that. And now we need to get this watered. So you can use a coconut flask, a water skin I think it's called, or even a clay flask. So let me just go to consumables. As you can see, there's a coconut flask. Scroll down, there's the leather water skin. Scroll a bit further down, you'll get the clay flask. So what you can do to craft the coconut shell is get yourself one more lashing. So this is 4 fibrous leaves. You can see there's 1, 2, 3. Is there a 4th one? No, let's just go to this plant. Get a 4th one there. Okay, but I'll be covering a bit more on the farm plots in a bit now. I just want to show you guys the flasks that you need and that you can also make. So you just make 1 lashing, and you'll need one of these normal coconuts, the yellow one. So this is the coconut flask. This one holds 1 water, and you can also you should use the water still to fill it up, but when you craft it, it does have water in it. And you can just come to your farm plot on the PlayStation. You should hold your water container in your hand, and then look at the farm plot, hold square, or on Xbox it is X. Just hold that in and it should water the plant. Now you just go back to your water still. I prefer building the water stills close to the plants or to the farm plot, so you just fill it up here just like that, and then you can go back and refill it. But that's a bit useless because it only gives you 1 water slot at a time, so you'll be doing a lot of running. Okay, now let's get on to the best watering source. So this will be the clay flask. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 that you can use. You can use this to fill up 5 slots of hydration slots on your farm plots. So you can just come to your water still and fill it up just like that. As you can see, you can only take 5 water slots or hydration slots, and you come back and you can just fill up your water plant, your farming plots. Okay, so that's it with the best one. You can also use the deer skin or the water skin, a leather water skin, but it does exactly the same as the clay flask, or maybe it only do 3. Let's quickly check it out and see. So it's 2 leather, 1 stick, and there was another thing I needed there. Right, so it's just 2. No, it's not the rare. It's just, well, I don't have any leather. So let's see if I can just do that. Stand in this corner. There's 1, 2 leather. Come down here, quickly get this trunk for that final stick, and also need to come down here, get the the leather water skin. See how much this holds. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's only 3. So this one holds 3 slots. So it's still better than the coconut flask, and you can fill up your farm plots with this, or even drink. Doesn't matter. But I prefer just getting one of these coconut flasks, or not the coconut flask, the clay flasks, one of these bad boys, and just filling it up with that, as it takes 5 slots in total. Okay, done with the watering. I know I've said in the previous video that the farm plots, if you place them close to the water, they will get water from the ocean, but that only happened once to me before the update. Now there's nothing, it doesn't happen anymore, so it's confirmed it doesn't get water from the ocean. But while we're at here, guys, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of this month, and make sure to like, as that will help out my channel a lot. And you can ask me questions in the comment section below. I will answer as soon as possible, because I like interacting with my subscribers. Okay, but anyways, let's continue with the video. So the 3 water plots, as I said, I prefer the corrugated farming plot, as it's not a nice building material. It's ugly with the rust on it. The planks you can make, so you can also use planks, but the planks can be used for other things, and the palm trees is limited. Okay, so what you do is you plant it in here. For example, now I've planted potatoes. You can plant the ajuga plant. What's the other one? There was the, I think it's this, I'm not gonna try to pronounce the name, but you can also plant this plant in the plot. And let's say you've planted potatoes, but you actually wanted aloe vera there. You can take your farming tool and just hold square on it, and it'll clear the plant pot. And now you can plant a different one there. But as you can see, there's no water in there. Let's quickly get an aloe vera. Place that in there. As you can see, now you need to water it from the beginning again. So I prefer just waiting until the plant starves out from hydration, and then just harvest it or clean the plot and planting the new plant in there. Okay, but with that being said, so now after you've got your plants set up, just place boxes in front of them named according to the plant it's with, so you can know, okay, you have potatoes in this box, you have PP in this box, and aloe vera in this box. The most important things I prefer to plant is as many potatoes as possible. For example, 2 for every 1 other plant that you plant, so it's 2 potatoes, as you can use them for fuel. And you'll need a lot of them because it doesn't give you a lot of fuel. Second is the PP is the most important thing for early game. I'm hearing a shark for some reason, as you can hear the game sound. And anyway, so the PP is the best plant in the game, as you want to grow a lot of them, because 2 of them can actually give you antidote. Aloe vera is I would say the 3rd best one, as that will give you the ability to get sunblock. So whenever you go out to fight a boss, wherever your bosses are, you can just use aloe salve is what it's called, and you won't burn from the sun. Okay, so let's get into the growing time. So all of the crops are exactly the same. It takes 3 days to grow. After 3 days, I prefer harvesting it and placing it in a box, as that'll reset the timer, and you'll get a new plant 3 days later again. And let's talk about where you can find this plant. Guys, most of the plants, for example the PP and the potato, you will not find on your or is not likely to spawn on your home island or your start island. But if you get some of them on your start island, that's very good. These one, the name that I can't pronounce, they do spawn a lot on your home island. Ajuga plant only sometimes, the kura fruit not at all, and the aloe vera does spawn a lot on the islands. You can find them everywhere, they're not so rare to find. And then there's this little bush with the guava in it, or the guava. This also spawns on other islands apart from your starter island. If you can get them on your starter island, I prefer getting a farm set up straight away and start farming the fruits and the plants just to get started. But if you have a potato, for example, planted, and you only have one, you found one, let's say on the island over there, let's call it that island, you found a potato, now you come back, you plant the potato, it grows. Before you grow, or before you take that potato, go make fuel, place it into a different farm plot, or even store it in a box. When this one dies, you have an extra one. So I've heard this from one of my subscribers. He said to store a plant type in a different box, just in case it dies out, so you do have the plant to regrow it again and get more plants. But this is the basics, guys. If the plant dies out, there's no way of getting it back. And the other way to water the plants is just wait for the storm to approach, and the rain will actually give this farming plots water. But that takes a long time to fill up your farming plots. For some reason it takes a lot longer than it's supposed to, but it's a good way to fill it up, and it does it automatically, so you can just do something else while the rain fills up the farm plot. But what I prefer you guys to do at all time is keep your farm plots at half hydration, as mine is now. That would be perfect for future times. And if you go to a different island, if you come back, there would most likely be 1 block left, but most of the time there will be 2 blocks left, as it doesn't use that much amount of water. I think every time it grows into a full plant, it uses 1 or maybe 2 blocks from the small plant, from this plant, or even from this plant up to the final crop. But that's the basics on the farming in Stranded Deep. You can plant a lot of plants, and I prefer planting at least 1 of each plant, and the potatoes plant a lot more potatoes, as they are useful in the game. But that's it for this video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure to like the video. You can ask me any questions in the comment section below. I will answer it as soon as possible. A subscriber asked me for my save game. I said if I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will upload this save game I'm playing on now, without fighting the bosses on the save game, so you guys can go and fight them on your own. But it's only for European players. If you have a PC, you can convert it into US mode or the US save on your own, but I can still give you the save and you can try it out. But that's it for the basics. I said, please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're looking forward to getting this save, and also if you are looking forward of getting more Stranded Deep tips and tricks and guides in the game. But that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see each and every one of you in the next video.